What do we got going on here?
All right, well this is a little twist. This is a fully automated machine.
Yep.
This machine tests on-off valves, control valves for an engine. It cuts cylinders out. So it'll take an engine that's running 8 cylinders to running 4 cylinders in an economy mode. Okay. And the freshly assembled parts will be introduced to the machine through this fixture. And then we have a robot in here, and the robot's going to take these parts and put them into one of 4 test heads over on the opposite side. And then those parts, once they're tested, clean trays will come in here, empty trays, and then the tray being loaded will be in this other position, and as the parts get tested, the robot will load these trays up, populate them. When they're full, the trays will get ejected down to an unloading area where somebody will unload that tray and then put the empty tray back on the introduction side. And this machine will just sit in the corner and run on its own, completely testing these valves, 100% test.
Mike, I guess I noticed a couple things in looking at all these machines. Very compact. I'm sure that's by design.
Yeah, our signature is the way that we package machines. There's a lot of machine building companies out there, but you'll notice that our machines are all self-contained. That's one of our signatures. And then just the way that we finish the cabinets and paint them. You know, we take a lot of pride in what we do, and we kind of use our machines as showpieces. A lot of companies will make sure that our machines are on the tour of their plant as they take them through their facility.
Shipping these as well, more compact, the easier they are, or does a lot of this have to come apart? I mean, can't imagine you're delivering this in a nice bow shrink wrap.
Well, ultimately, believe it or not, we try to ship them self-contained so that when they run here, we know that everything works well and it's reliable. So we try to keep all of that as much as we can intact, and we ship it as one self-contained package. There are some cases where the machine is large, we have to break it out.
Okay. We got a couple more machines left to take a look at.
Yep. Yep. Over here we've got this is a production tester for a pump and line type diesel pump. And this machine's built, and it's at the phase now where it's ready to be run off. So right now there's a pump installed on the front of the machine. Right now it's going through some final phases of programming. But this is a machine that the operator would manually install the pump, and he goes through a manual calibration sequence. This machine's a really good example of how we lay things out. And again, this is kind of our signature. We make our machines so that everything's very accessible. Yep. You can reach filters, maintenance items, you can step inside the machine, reach everything and service anything very easily. If something breaks in this machine during production, they need to get it back up and running as soon as they can. So the way we design these machines, somebody can get in here very easily, replace a component, maintain it, and get it back in operation.
Talk about that servicing. I mean, if you're shipping something overseas, obviously your workers here aren't going overseas necessarily, but if you're shipping within the state or out of state, do some of the workers here go to repair that, or?
Yep. Believe it or not, we actually do send our workers overseas.
Oh, you do?
And we do send them around in the U.S. We don't have any installations as far as service centers or anything out of the country, so it's a little more difficult for us, but we do use our people everywhere we ship the equipment.
Alrighty. And then this is really the back end of that first machine we looked at earlier.
It gives you an idea of just the level of sophistication that goes into testing just that simple little part that we saw in the beginning. You know, this is our control cabinet, and this is even more of it. You can see there's quite a bit of instrumentation that goes into making the whole thing come together. And this is just one of the 2 machines that puts the whole picture together.
Mike, do you ever get these back to refix these, or refix is probably not even a word. Rework these for either another customer or for the existing?
I can probably count on one hand. We've either reworked competitors' machines a couple times, or occasionally we'll take a machine that's maybe 10 years old that the customer just wants to do so much more with it that they'll send it back to us, and we will, after that 10 years, remove components and maybe set it up for a whole different product. You know, just to save the customer a little bit of money.
Very good. Well, Mike, we're about out of time. Let's walk out a little bit where it's not as noisy and wrap the show up.
Sure. Well, Ara, that's about it. This is my office, and I think I've shown you the whole operation.
The brains of the outfit right here, right?
Yes, sir. This is where it all happens.
This is where the magic happens. All the cliches you could use. That's well, right. Mike, thank you. I mean, this is certainly a wonderful tour. There's a lot of positiveness to it. I mean, here you've got a Michigan company, certainly in Novi, and you're doing a lot of work. You've stayed busy. Producing, manufacturing, research and development. You're the ideal model business for this state. So I definitely want to thank you
Glad
for
to have you out here.
Having you be on the show today. And with that, that's the end of Corporate Review. Again, I'm Ara Topouzian, the Economic Development Manager for the City of Novi. For more information on the City of Novi's economic development and for you, the business community, we invite you to our website at www.investnovi.org. Until next time, see you later.